So I just got back from the dealer. I had to take the LS down to the dealer for some work. Nothing major, but I had to take the LS down for some work. We're going to talk about that experience in just a minute, so stay with us. So before we start this new video today, this video goes back to actually the first part of December, and I didn't put this video out for a good reason. A lot of people may not know or may know that I got hurt back in October, ended up in with surgery. I broke a knee, had to have that fixed. Got into the latter part of December, early part of January now of 2025. And I got an infection and ended up back in surgery. So a lot of videos have been slow coming out, and that's what's going on. But we're gonna go ahead and put this video out so you guys can see some of the things that's been going on. So enjoy it. So I just got back from the dealer, picking up the LS. They're not quite finished with it, but they had to do a couple of things to it. All of it warranty work with exception of one thing. You can tell when you have a good dealer, when you can go talk to them and say, hey, I got a problem here. It's really not part of the warranty, but you guys did it, and can you fix it? And they say, hey, look, we'll fix it. That's a good dealer right there. That's a good dealer. So many of you might remember that back on our 100-hour review that I complained about one thing that was not attached to the actual LS tractor, but it was something the dealer did. And I really kind of wanted it fixed because I couldn't remove the loader. And so let me show you. So up under the tractor where the valve is, I have a third function. And they had to come in and put all of this section in right here so that I could remove the loader. Before, I could not because it was just this part right here. And so what they did is they came in, they extended the hose a little bit. Looks like they put me some couplers here, and now I can take the loader off. Look, we both agree that they should have done it from the very beginning. But when you can go talk to your dealer and work it out with them, a lot of times they'll fix it. I don't go in yelling at them and screaming and hollering about how bad of a job they might have done or whatever that is. That's not the plan. The plan is just to go in and say, hey, this is what happened, and can you fix it? And Dietz Tractor does that. And I can appreciate that. That's one reason that they're on some of our videos, or they're on several of our videos now, because they have done a great job with just helping us. That dealer support is so important, and a lot of you know that. A lot of you left comments on our videos saying, oh, LS is junk because of dealer support. Is LS junk, or is the dealer support junk? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. And in my case, I have good dealer support. I'm not saying that you don't have bad tractors out there that are LS tractors. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that dealer support can make a huge difference in everything that goes on, everything. And so I need to get this tractor off of here. They had to fix a couple other things on it. We had to order a part because there's a sensor that tracks how fast you're going, the miles per hour, and the sensor's out, and they've ordered it. They're waiting for that part to come in, and that's what we're doing there. You know, really, that's about all the problems I've had. I am going to show you one other problem that we keep having, or we have. They're supposed to order the parts for that as well. Hopefully, get those parts in, and we'll get that fixed. But I do have one gripe now. Here it is, December. A lot of you remember that I broke a back window on my LS. Well, the dealer has a window there that will fit it, but it's made for the older style 573. And that back window is not the same window as what I had. The window I had a cutout in it. That is a place where cables and so forth could come through. The newer style window has that cutout in it. The older style window does not. and therefore it's a different shape. And so you would cover up that cutout area. And therefore, if you have something to stick out that part of the back of your tractor, such as bail monitor, any kind of cords that might need to come out to go to some kind of implement, then that gets covered up. Now, there are other plugs in the back of the tractor, and I could use those plugs, but I want to do it. I want to do it right. I want the right window that's supposed to be in this thing, and that window has not come in yet. And I think I ordered it somewhere around September. The first part, like the first week or two in September. Here it is, the second week of, I think it's the first week of December. Here we are in the first week of December, and I have not seen the window. The dealer's been trying to get it. LS has not sent it, or they're out of them. I don't know what the story is, but I can't defend LS on this one. They have not got the window in yet, and I need that window so we can get it back in the tractor, get that covered up. We've got plexiglass on it right now, and it keeps it covered, but it does not keep all of the weather out. And this is a cab tractor. It's kind of like leaving your windows down on your car a little bit. Maybe, cracking your windows on your car, getting dust and dirt and water in your car because you keep leaving the windows down a little bit. After a while, it can mess things up. I need the window for this tractor. I got to get this off the trailer though real quick. All right, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot wrong with the tractor, a couple small items, but they fixed the loader for me. They've got the there's a rubber grommet on the muffler. It's loose, and they use this little small bolt in there. They put a larger bolt in it, but they did not replace the grommet. Looks to me like they just put a larger bolt in and crushed it. Yeah. Anyways, there's some other things though that I'm gonna have to get a hold of them and get it fixed. One of the things is that on the windows, we've talked about this before. Sorry guys, I'm gonna leave the tractor running, and the reason is because they use junk batteries in these tractors, and that's one of the big problems that is a problem that I have. It's going to be on a review when we come up, but the battery was dead on the trailer. They ran it up there at the shop, put it on the trailer. The battery is not part of the quote-unquote bumper-to-bumper warranty, and therefore you have to buy a new battery when the battery goes out. Well, this battery's been going dead. The last few times I've had to jump it off, and literally we put it on the trailer, drove it home here, and now I go and try to start it, and click, 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 we're dead. So I had to jump the battery off. So I'm gonna leave the tractor running now because I need to go feed hay. So one of the other things that they're gonna have to fix on this tractor are these. This one here looks normal, okay? This hooks to that bar that's on the inside, and this bolts it to the glass, okay? This one here on the bottom is cracked right there. You see that crack? There's a crack in it, right there. Now, why? You say, well, don't worry about the crack. Nope, you have to have this piece here. It covers up, this here covers up a bolt head. This has a tapered edge on the inside of it, and your bolt goes through this. There's a rubber grommet here, rubber grommet on the inside, and then your bar. With that said, without this piece right here, that rubber grommet is now just has the bolt on it, and if this breaks out or falls out and you slam your glass, the bolt is going to break your glass. I guarantee it. And there's no way, no one can convince me any differently, because this here has to be in here. This has to be in here, and that's all there is to it. Now on this tractor, there's two on this door. There's 3 on the back door. You can't see them all. Now this one here, this is what I'm talking about right here. You see how this is done? Now this is a little bit different, and I understand that, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a cover that goes over this. Without this piece in here, which has a taper on the inside, you're against the rubber grommet is all you're against. So when we were talking about the back glass, right here, I want to show you. This is that plexi that we've got on here. It's not perfect, but it keeps most of the moisture out. The glass normally would bend and go across here and then back up. We have the plexi going all the way down right now, and that's so we can cover this area up. And it was easier to cut this plexi this way too. But
The glass they have is shaped like this plexiglass, meaning that it would just sit right here. I want to do it right. I want the right glass. Okay, so LS is not being able to get me the glass that cuts this piece out right here, and they're being way too slow for it. So I just walked to the back of the tractor and noticed something else. I'm going to point it out. You see this right here? There's this pin in here. This one's in here upside down, but this moves. You can see how this will move around. Okay, that pin holds part of your 3-point up. Okay, the pin's missing. It's not in here. It's here, but it's not here. I gotta get a pin in there before I lose that. Okay, on the other side you have 2 of those grommets as well. You see this grommet right here? This grommet right here as well. It's part of what I'm talking about. Without this grommet, you can't tighten it up. Down here, this one broke completely out. I used a large washer, a smaller washer with a bigger hole in it, and then I put this bolt back in. I didn't over tighten this so we don't want to break the glass. That's the only way I could fix this. Otherwise, I'd have broken glass. All right, so those are the main things that we took it in for. Those few items, and we got it kind of fixed up here. We're waiting on parts for the speedometer sensor. Once that speedometer sensor comes in, they're going to come out and put it in, and that should take care of it. The hoses are fixed. Remember, when I bought the tractor, one of the things we did is we worked the deal where they put the hydraulic hoses and the third function on for free. Okay, I didn't pay extra for it, in other words. So that's that. Look, I just wanted to give a quick update on taking the tractor to the dealer. This is actually the first time it's ever gone in for anything, and so I'll give you a little bit of my experience on taking it in. Yep, we got things fixed, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully they'll get the speed sensor in before too long. Only thing that I'm going to complain about with LS is that back window. We're close to September, October, November, all of September, all of October, all of November, and we're in the first week of December, and I still don't have the back glass. I appreciate it. Until next time, though, thanks.